All right, music fans, welcome back. It's Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people, just like you right there, and yours truly right here. Top Gun, the movie with Tom Cruise, is about to be done again. Yes, a sequel to Top Gun. Another sequel is coming out. And how many people out there like Danger Zone? Kenny Loggins tune. Raise your hand right here. Right here. I loved the song. I loved the way they used the song in the movie, in the original Top Gun. Nothing really can top that. The song, the movie, I mean, they go together. Apparently, while hanging out on the Jimmy Fallon show, Tom Cruise and Kenny Loggins ran into one another and discussed the possibility of using the song in the new updated version of Top Gun. And Cruise basically told him, yeah, of course, yeah, we got to use Danger Zone, absolutely. Here's the catch. Loggins is out there looking for somebody to help him sing the song, like to do a duet, preferably a younger act. Okay, now, Kenny can still sing, by the way. I'm pretty sure I've seen him sing Danger Zone recently, and he hits all the notes, and he doesn't have issues. He can still bring it. I have issues, though, if they're going to go recruit, like, who are they going to recruit for this? Like Ed Sheeran? I mean, who's going to sing a duet, a younger person, a younger band, whatever? Is it going to be Train? You know, like Train's out there with Hall & Oates doing that song about Philly and so forth, which, by the way, the only logical reason that you would do this, because nothing is going to beat the original song here, is because you want to get some radio airplay. Now, the kind of radio airplay that, say, Hall & Oates and Train are getting right now, there's a small group of stations across the country that skew to a certain demographic in the adult contemporary market. They tend to be stations that play the hits of yesterday and today, from the 80s until now. And there are the stations that probably added the Hall & Oates Train song. The song was doing quite well in a couple of markets, and some of these charts have it even in the top 10. The problem is you're not really hearing it all that much on the radio because it's such a narrow group of stations that have added it. And not a lot of stations do true reporting of what they're playing. That's why Ed Sheeran has been, #1 since the song came out. I mean, it would break every single record in the history books if this were actual charting and tracking the way it used to be done back in the 80s and probably into the mid to late 90s anyway. After that, especially on adult contemporary stations, it's all just become kind of a joke. You just put these songs on and they're like in the background and they're playing and they're always on your chart because, quite honestly, there's not a lot really to pick from. You would think that, yeah, there's so much new music coming out, and there is, but most of it isn't very good. And these stations, they glom onto just a couple of songs and they keep them. Now, in the case of this song, it looks like Kenny's probably looking to get some radio airplay with it, and he might succeed if he picks the right younger act. The problem I have is, why screw around with something that was already amazing, already pretty much perfect? I mean, Danger Zone and that movie, it goes together. One of the great scenes in movie history when that song is playing, and now we're going to redo it and screw it up. Yeah. And look, why not compose a brand new song for this movie? Why not? Keep Top Gun, the original, with Danger Zone, and then come up with a new Danger Zone, something that's exciting. Sit down, get some people together who can write songs. Maybe get David Foster, who used to hang out with Kenny Loggins, bang out a song and have Kenny sing the song by himself, and then present it to Tom Cruise and say, hey, what do you think of this? We need a new song for, the next installment of this movie series, and rather than recycling a song, which for a lot of folks is, it's kind of like a sacred thing. You don't mess around with it. Why do you have to mess around with it? All right, so those are my thoughts on this. Of course, I'm in the old fuddy-duddy camp, and I'm proud to be there because, look, these soundtracks were huge, like Dirty Dancing and Cocktail, and all these things were huge because the songs made the soundtrack special, okay? If you take the song and you recycle it and you put it in the next... I know they did that with, like, you know, Axel F., Harold Faltermeyer. They used it, I think, later on in, you know, like Beverly Hills Cop 3, and it sounded weird because they just took the music and they amplified it, and it wasn't the original and so forth. I didn't necessarily like that, but I like the fact that they kind of kept the original music in there and just played it, and that was an instrumental, so nobody had to sing it. And it's kind of a shame that I'm hearing Kenny thinks he needs to recruit a younger act to make this work. I would say just either use the original or compose a new song. All right, those are my thoughts. See you soon.